Welcome. Kristin and I have decided that it's only fair, since we put all of you through the torture and torment of doing the Who Are You exercise, that we do it ourselves. So, we're going to take this moment to do the Who Are You exercise live in front of you and turn it into our trailer. So, up next will be a superhero and a sidekick on Who Are You, but right now, it's the two of us. Kristin Drysdale, who are you?
I am a mother.
Why?
Because I was so blessed to be able to have the opportunity to have spirits entrusted to me.
Why?
Because we're part of this divine plan, in my own words, and it's okay if other people don't believe it.
Why?
Why is it okay if other people don't believe it?
Sure.
And why is that okay for my reality?
Sure.
Because I believe that that when everything boils down to the bottom of it, there's good and there's not good, and so you're either on one side or the other, no matter what your beliefs are.
Okay. Kristin Drysdale, who are you?
I am a student.
Why?
Because I love learning, and I have a curiosity that is bigger than what my capacity to withhold knowledge is. So I'm always seeking.
Why?
Because I'm lucky enough to know that I don't know everything.
Why?
Because I had really good parents who taught me that the moment that you stop learning is when you cease to be.
Thank you. Kristin Drysdale, who are you?
I am a dancer.
Why?
Because I move to the rhythm of my heartbeat.
Why?
Because we have bodies that are miraculous, that are run through chaos and complexity and everything that makes sense.
Why?
Because we're supposed to seek after the reasons why.
Well played. All right. So I believe that is 3 Who Are Yous and 3 Whys, for a total of 12 questions. It's now your turn to ask me. Put me in the hot seat.
All right. All right, Duce man, who are you?
I'm Dennis Duce.
Why?
Because I was born to a father whose last name was Duce, and I have no idea why they called me Dennis. Well, I know they wanted to call me David, but they didn't. Because my cousin, who's 2 years older, is named David. So, yeah.
Why?
Why is he named David and why am I not? because my mom had said her whole life her firstborn son was going to be named David, and my aunt took the name anyway. I love you, Aunt Sil.
All right. Dennis Duce, who are you?
I am a passionate person.
Why?
Because I feel emotions, my emotions and the emotions of those around me, very poignantly.
Why?
Wow. Because I really don't know why I feel the emotions that I do. But I do know that feeling those emotions helps me to feel alive. Doesn't mean I can be washed away by them. Because I feel so many emotions, it's a lifelong journey to gain control over the emotions that I feel, and balance my emotions with my mental acuity or aptitude. But my emotions are very powerful, and I feel them very deeply.
Dennis, who are you?
I'm a creative.
Why?
Largely because my brain operates that way. I think creatively, and I tend to try and find solutions that are out of the box, different. I'm not prone to taking no for an answer. I'm more likely to look at a no and go, okay, well, that means this way isn't going to work. What's the other way to work this out? There's always a solution in my world.
Why?
Because I guess the thought that there isn't a solution sounds depressing. Again, back to my previous answer of emotions. But I feel very strongly that the 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 world that I'm in, the world that I live in, at least, options are available to anyone who is willing to do the work to find solutions to the problem.
Got one more why in me. Why?
Because solutions, we live in a world of abundance. At least I believe we live in a world of abundance. I think there's plenty and to spare. And I'm by no means a yes man. In fact, I'm quite realistic and will say no to myself and others around me fairly readily. But a no to me is not a blanket statement. It's just an invitation to look for other ways to solve a problem. So solutions, the why to why solutions are the thing that make life worth living.
Namaste.
Namaste. All right, so that's the exercise that you're going to be doing on Mondays prior to you being the +1 superhero and sidekick. This is the exercise that runs for our trailer video. A couple of things to think about when you're doing it. Let me ask this as a question. Krista, on the first question, who are you? You and I were talking about this earlier, but what do you think is the best way to answer that first question?
With an exhale.
With an exhale and an exclamation point. And what we mean is, don't get wordy on that question. The wordiness comes later. Be concise. One thing, and then we're going to dig deeper into that one thing. Right? That's kind of what we were talking about, right, Kristin?
Yeah, like an ink blot test. Just the first thing that comes out of your head. What are you? Who are you?
Who are you? Just boom. And I've done this before with Stephanie Sims. I've now done it with Kristin, and I didn't pre-think the answers. So just get ready to tell us who you are.
Yeah, I don't even think that you can, really.
No.
I don't
It's been
think
funny.
that...
We've had some people try, and it didn't work out too well.
It's so much better to go with the moment, because I think that each moment that we live in the present teaches us something about who we are.
Yep, absolutely. Can you think of any other things that we had talked about that we wanted to give as guidance to those who are going to run through this exercise?
I think that was the main thing, just to not worry about giving the deepest answer. I mean, of course, if your answer is deep and that is who you are, then that's fine. I just think it's the more spontaneous answer that we're really looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the thing is that the depth of this exercise comes from the whys. So don't worry too much about trying to be all deep and impressive. You're going to end up being deep and impressive just because the whys are going to keep taking you into a deeper and deeper spot. And if you look back at my video clip, I even got myself backed into a corner. I couldn't figure out what I was going to say next. It was so deep. That may happen to you.
And hopefully it will. Hopefully this will be something that is for you, to teach you something about yourself. Yes. We're here to support.
Yes. Hopefully you will discover some things about you. I have every time I've done this exercise. And if you do discover something, then this is our gift to you.
And of course, it's your gift to us to share yourself with us.
So, thank you for coming on Network Roundtable. And if you're watching this and you haven't come on Network Roundtable, tell us you really want to be on Network Roundtable and why. And we'll get you on, even if it's in Season 4 or Season 5 or even Season 10.
We're going all the way.
Yeah. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for putting yourselves out there, and thank you for exploring the softer side of business with us.